Well, there you have it, Ben. Cleveland rolls right along, not missing a step after dismantling La Cueva tonight. A couple of other big Class 5A matchups will be played tomorrow. One game features two state leaders on offense. Winners of this game will get the #1 seed, the Cleveland Storm. The Rio Rancho Rams head south down I-25 today for tomorrow's quarterfinals matchup with the Las Cruces Bulldawgs at the Field of Dreams. The battle between the Rams and Dogs will feature two state leaders. The Rams are going to have to play solid defense against the state's leading rusher, running back Xavier Hall, who has rushed for 1,663 yards this season, scoring 29 touchdowns. Cruces quarterback Devin Perez has thrown for over 1,000 yards as well. As for Rio, it all depends on the play of quarterback Jason Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick leads the state in passing, throwing for a whopping 2,700 yards. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. tomorrow at the Field of Dreams.
Who knows? Well, you know what? Coach Davey will have a pair of Rio Rancho offensive linemen to work with what you just brought out next season. He might want to take a look at Big Kenny Betts down there in Clovis. And you know that the Clovis Wildcats can put Eric Roanhouse in the history books with the win over Manzano tomorrow. So Roanhouse is sitting at 310 career victories, tied with Jim Bradley. Wow. Clovis and Manzano tomorrow. What do you think?
Well, you know, I think Clovis has some issues to deal with. You know, they came and played Manzano earlier this season, and they barely lost that game. They're down a lot, but they came back at the very end, and I think the referees may have blown a call or so. At least that's what Clovis Wildcats.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of controversy with that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we'll see. You know, it's going to be a tough battle for Manzano, just like last year. They had to go through Clovis last year, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see.
All right, and you know, Trey Orozco, the quarterback, he seemed like he got it going after they had a rough start, but you know, improving to 6-5 for the season. But it seems like they got it going, and I don't know, man. When it gets to the postseason, I think you got to look at Clovis. Even though Manzano's primed to do something.
And you know, the thing about the Monarchs, they have quarterback Q Branch. You know, a young stud quarterback, a guy whose arm isn't really that great, and I mean by accuracy. But hey, he's got some wheels. He can make plays with his feet, and that's what they like there in Manzano, as well as Anthony Johnson, the tailback. You know, he's been lights out all season long, so this is going to be a pretty good matchup.
Las Cruces, Rio Rancho.
Well, you know I got to go for Rio Rancho, man. I can't leave them hanging.
He's a Rio Rancho graduate, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with Cruces so we can make this even here.
Oh man!
Hall, 2,000-yard rusher, man. I think Xavier Hall is just too much, and I think they get it done.
Jason Fitzpatrick, 2,700 yards passing.
Great.
We'll see how he does. Let's hope he performs
from Santa Fe, he's been great. And as far as the Cleveland Storm, no one will beat the Cleveland Storm. Forget about it, because I just think this team has too much power with that three-headed monster with Cole Gauchi, Ramel Jordan, and Reese White. And, you know, they have even more players than that to get them down the field, and their defense is good. I just don't see anybody beating them.
You're absolutely right. You know, and they came off a bye week to where they can kind of, you know, take a rest. And I was kind of wondering how they were going to respond because, you know, taking a week off, you may feel a little sluggish out there. But, hey, they came right down on that very first offensive scoring drive and put 6 up. Now I'm like, all right, man, these guys are ready to roll.
Here we go, huh?